Hi, katzcradul here. I'm coming to you today with a little organizational tip for your food storage. Some of you may already be utilizing this concept, but if you hadn't thought of it, it's one worth trying. I used to get frustrated with all the little bags of stuff I had that I stored because they don't sit up on a shelf, they don't stand up, they don't stack. It's very frustrating. So now I use this system. I started with little baskets like this that I bought at the dollar store, and they're okay. They will eventually break down here if you put very much pressure on these sides. This kind of breaks apart. So then I went to these shoe boxes that I think I paid about 96 cents for at either the dollar store or Walmart. They work really well. There's some little shallower ones you can get, but they all work well. And so this is what I do, and I don't even label them because most of the things I store that are in these little bags have a picture on the front, and I don't even need a label. That way if I want to switch, one kind of food to another, I don't have to change the label and mess with that sticky mess. So I can just see what there is. But let me show you what I do. Like in this bag right here, this is all mixed berries, and that's one of my favorite things to store. I happen to buy these at Aldi's. If you don't have Aldi's near you, you probably will pretty soon. Some of the areas that haven't had them in the past, they're coming. I always like a mixed food. If I had to choose only one kind of dried fruit, I would store these mixed berries because I get the benefit of the blueberry, cranberry, strawberry, cherry, all the nutrients that each of those different foods have in them in one bag. So I like that. I like this mixed berry. I use it a lot. It's great to sprinkle on your dry cereal or in your oatmeal, or put in your granola bars. It's excellent. So I have a whole box of those to themselves. It looks kind of funny because I store them one up, one down. So here's the bottom of the bag of this one, here's the top of the bag of this one, because the fruit kind of settles on the bottom, and if you put all the bottoms on the bottom, if that makes sense, you only get half the bags in here. So I turn every other one up. This bag, this one's upside down of course, this box is all dried cranberries. So I know that's what's in there. This basket has several different things. I'm kind of low on raisins right now. Mostly it looks like I'm low on raisins because I make a lot of my own raisins, and they're stored in canning jars. So these are just the commercially prepared raisins, and I have I personally just like the golden raisins. So this is raisins in the front, and then I have stood back here 2 bags of marshmallows. Prepare likes that in the winter in her hot cocoa, so there's just 2 bags. Those are hard to lay on a shelf. They fall down. In this basket we have 2 kind of big burly guys in our town who are our meter readers, and that's what the dogs alerted to. They were right in our front yard reading our meters. So here we go. Here's the next thing we have is dried cherries in the front of this basket and dried apricots in the back. So that's cherries and apricots. In this one, I have some soup mixes, tortilla soup, broccoli soup, potato soup, just some quick meals right here. And in the back, several packages of cookie mix. I don't usually fix those for my family, but if PTA says you need to bring 2 dozen cookies to something, then that's a no-brainer. I just whip those up. In this basket here, I have all kind of seeds and nuts. So there's sunflower seeds, almonds, cashews, all right there. I like that because if we have to go somewhere, everything is a long drive for us because we live so far out in the country, but if we have to go somewhere and need a snack or need protein, we can take nuts and don't have to pack an ice chest. So I like that. Now, you don't have to you don't have to pay 96 cents for a basket if that's too much for you. All you have to do is look for boxes that are long and slender. And here's one I use for pasta mixes. That's all pasta mixes in that box. Let me see if I can put it up on end a little bit for you. No, I'm going to break my box. I'll turn it over. There you go. It's all pasta mixes. And a lot of them will fit in there. 3, 6, 9, more than 10. I can get 12 in there easily. But that's a good little box for that. And so I kind of keep my eye out for those. So this is just a thought. Now you can use an even smaller basket if you have things like seasoning mixes, like taco seasoning mix, spaghetti sauce mix. If you use that kind of thing, I make my own mixes, so I don't really have those. But if you do, you can get a basket that's not as wide and then put your seasoning mixes in it. This is just a thought because these bags can get really frustrating when you try to store them. So I just have them like this on a shelf. I can easily look at the front and see exactly what I have. Raisins, cranberries, mixed berries. I can see the picture of the cherries here. Really easy. Read the soup mix label. So give it a try if you're frustrated with chasing these little bags all over your food storage. Hope this helps. Cat's Cradle.